So, for those of you who don't know, my name's Khaldoun. That's Khaldoun, not Calhoun. I'm Lebanese, not Irish. Put some respect on the D. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. Yeah, so I came to Canada in '98 and went to school, Toronto and Scarborough and stuff. And I realized real quick that nobody knows where or what Lebanon is, but everybody knows what an Arab is. You know? So I'd go up and I'd be like, "Hi, I'm Khaldoun." They'd be like, "Wow, that's a very interesting name. Where's that from?" And I'm like, "Lebanon." They're like, "Huh? Haven't heard of it." They're like, "Oh, it's in the Middle East." They're like, "Ah, terrorist." Yeah, no.
Like that.
Yo, it's I didn't always have this fit, I'll give you that. But
I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah. Yo, the ignorance is real though. I remember once it was 2011, there was the 10-year death anniversary of 9/11, and we had this assembly. After the assembly, I'm walking back to class, cool as a cucumber, chill as fuck, and this white dude just comes up to me, he's like, "Hey man, why so glum, chum?" And I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" I'm going back to class. He's like, "No, but isn't today like a holiday for you guys? Shouldn't you be like celebrating?" And I'm like, "Bro, no, it ain't, okay?" Yeah. The funniest thing was this one time I was at this party and I introduced myself to this guy, same thing, whatever, Lebanon, all that stuff, and he's like, "Oh, Lebanon, I actually have some friends that are Lebanonian." People. Okay, I'm like, "What?" "Yes, okay, oh, you know my cousin Lebanese from Lebanonia? Yeah, how are you, Lebanonian?" But it's some fucking Greek mythology shit. Like, really? Like, what? Oh, I love the Greeks, don't get me wrong. I fucking love I love being Lebanese, please, but if I could choose, I'd be black. I mean, if I couldn't be black, I'd be Greek. Come on. Don't look at me like that, we can't use a couple of extra inches, please. But the Greek, oh my god, I love them. The food, the dancing, the women, yeah, it was wild, man, and it's very interesting, but yeah, fuck it. So yeah. No, man, we're good. Yeah, so I can't stand children. I don't understand. I can't. And that's because I was the worst fucking kid. Okay, I was the absolute worst kid. Let me paint a picture. I had a leash. Okay? And it wasn't like those leashes you see today where it's like a teddy bear backpack and a rope coming out of it. No, I had a Canadian Tire rope around my waist. Okay, that's what it is. I did my parents left it on the fucking nightstand right before bed, so that's not a big surprise, you know. But man, I was the fucking worst. I needed that leash, yo, because when I first came to Canada, me and my parents went to Sears, and I was like 3. And remember Sears? Remember when? Yo, Sears is Sears is the best. They used to have these couches in the foot department, the shoes trying on section thing. So I'm walking around as a kid and I'm like, "Yo, I want to fucking play hide and seek. This is dope." So I go and hide, and I totally forgot to tell my parents that I'm playing hide and seek. So the next day I get a leash, you know what I mean? And then I'm never going to forget the day the leash came off, because I was about 8. Yeah. I was about 7 or 8, and this was after watching porn. And no, dude, I've seen stepsisters turn into MILFs. Okay, I've been watching it for too long. But yeah, so we got visited by some cousins from Lebanon, and we road trip them to Montreal. And my parents let me off the leash in Montreal. Biggest mistake of their fucking lives. I realized that there's a lot of strip clubs in Montreal, okay? So I was like a horny fucking deviant little kid, and I would me and my parents were walking on the street, I passed this strip club, and on the outside of there's this glass casing of developed photograph of just ass and titties. Just on the outside, okay? So I'm walking, and I just ass and titties, and I just stand here, and my parents are down the fucking hall. Is there a... Okay, we're gonna go to Montreal together. Fucking get that shit done. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm just watching. I'm just like, oh my god, like that's titties. My parents are way down the line. Out of nowhere, this fucking like Andre the Giant hands comes and covers my face, and I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? My dad comes running and he's like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh, monsieur, I'm sorry, le titties, I can't let them watch this. It's too young. I'm like, fuck you, bro. You can't be like, not my monkey, not my zoo, and just fuck off. You know what I mean? Man, I can't do it. I can't be a parent. I don't have the patience. I don't have the fucking patience for it. Okay, like I remember I was walking in the park. And they had this, there's this woman walking, and she had like 4 fucking kids, all under the age of 6. And they're just running around. And she had a backpack on. Backpack was halfway open with like a bunch of stuffed animals just like popping out of the backpack. And I'm like, okay, if this woman like starts to jog, the animals are coming out. So I'm like, let me be a good person and be like, hey, like, lady, your bag's open. And she's like, oh yeah, I know, it's just so that the animals can breathe so I don't get in trouble. So the animals can breathe so you don't get in trouble? What? Bro, I can't fucking, I'm sorry.
Bro, muzzling your children right now, oh my
Bro,
god.
I can't, good job. But no, I don't know how my parents did it. I don't know how they fucking did it for me. I used to set things on fire like crazy. Like crazy, yeah. Dude, the reason why I smoke cigarettes today is so I'm constantly lighting things on fire. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, yeah, no, I don't know how they did it, yo. My mom's really cool, she was super strict. The only thing I can say that like I'm not a big, I don't like about my mom is her hatred of animals. She just can't deal with animals. She does not like them. The only thing with fur she tolerates is my dad. And then I have a little sister, and she has a history of shitting on the floor, so that wasn't that different. But yeah, sometimes I miss like not have like I wish I had a pet, but then sometimes I'm happy I didn't because I see these pet owners, dude, these fur parents as they call them. Man, some of them are nuts. I was on the bus one day, and this fucking like book tea motherfucker comes up. You know what I'm talking about? Like this dude just comes on, and he has this dog, and it's like an adult cottonelle puppy. It's the cutest fucking dog. And every time I see a dog, I jump. I'm like, yo, owner, like, can I pet your dog? Like, is this cool? Like, I want to pet your dog, right? But this time I did not. I didn't want to fucking deal with him. Not everybody had this thought. There was this woman on the bus, and she just leaped at this dog. He's like, oh my god, puppy! And this dude yanks his chain back. He's like, hey, don't fucking touch my dog. I don't go around rubbing on your children. And I was like, well, thank you. Like, thank you, sir. I'm very happy that you don't do that. But like, yeah, no. Yeah, man. Children are wild, man. Yeah, the worst things on the plane was when I was a flight attendant, and so like kids would be the worst on the fucking plane. But I love fucking with people a lot, and one of my favorite things, like how I used to fuck with people on planes, especially was during turbulence. I'd walk to check the aisles, and I'd just be like, and just, you know what I mean? There's people like praying for the seats. It's wild. But it was fun. It was fun because like you get to travel for cheap and shit. But one of the annoying thing, one of the like clause or whatever, one of the catch to this is that you have to dress like business formal wherever you travel. Like no matter where you travel, you have to be in like business formal attire. So I'm in like a suit and all that shit. And so I have cousins in LA and San Diego, so I was like, okay, as soon as I like got the job and I got like my passes, I'm fucking visiting my cousins in LA. And I had this idea where I was gonna get to LA, go find a dispensary, get some weed, drive the coast, and like chill with my friends. That's it, you know what I'm saying? So I get there, I rent the car, I'm driving, I pick in weed maps. There's a dispensary in Compton. I'm like, fucking score. Fucking score. I'm from Scarborough, dog. I don't like, that's the Compton of Toronto. Like, that's what I used to tell Americans anyway when I was there, just to give me some street cred, you know? But anyway, so I'm driving through, I'm still in my suit, and I just rented this like shiny ass car. And I'm driving through, I see Inglewood, I see Crenshaw, I see Ricky's house from Boys in the Hood, and I'm like, fuck, bro. Reality is setting in. I am still in my fucking suit, dude. So I pull over to like the side, and I start digging into my luggage. I'm like, oh, I can't wear this color, I might get my ass kicked. I can't wear this color, I might get my ass kicked. Fuck. I'm like, damn it, this one has all the colors. I'm definitely getting my ass kicked for that one. Bro, eventually I just walked out with a wife beater. I was like, I'm not, I can't trust it. Nah. But they were amazing. They were so cool. I walked out of there with so much weed. They had all these pre-rolls, and they were just like, hey, you got Facebook? Give us a like, I'll give you this joint. Hey, you got Twitter? Give us a like, I'll give you this joint. Hey, 5 stars on Weed Maps, I'll give you this joint. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I got Twitter that day just for that. Like, you know what I mean? It was amazing. Man. Sometimes I miss, like, going to work and shit. Most times I don't, to be real. I'd much rather be doing this. But I remember my mom told me that, like, she missed going to work. So I was like, all right, fine. I'll hire you as my Uber driver. That was like the deal. And it worked. It's pretty great. Like, keep the money in the family. I save like a few dollars, and she gets to go out of the house. You know? Only downside is now I gotta wait for this woman to get ready before leaving the house. Like, people. There's a plethora of reasons of why I choose to stay single, okay? My perfect record of punctuality is one of them. Like, it's a pretty big one. Alright? Damn. It's fucking cold outside, dude. It is cold.
Wasn't that bad today?
Okay, it's part of the joke. Just let me fucking have this. Jesus Christ. They don't know what day it is, alright? You don't, like, god damn. Anyway, it's cold. I hate the cold so much. You know, I'm Arab. If it's not hot, I'm cold. You know what I mean? That's how it is. I can't. If people are like, oh, you're gonna get used to it, don't worry. I'm like, no, I've been freezing since '98. Like, this is not thing. And I hate after I explain how much I hate the cold. People are like, oh, but like, do you snowboard or ski? It's like, no, dude. Like, there's nothing you could do in the snow that you can't do in the sand. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I miss, oh no, actually, do you guys watch Ellen? Are you guys fans of Ellen? Do you like Ellen? Alright, sick. I was expecting us to clap, and I would be like, really still, dude? Like, what the fuck? No, so I used to be a fan of Ellen. I was.
Me too.
I was, way back in the day. She used to do great things. She would have people on her show that would, like, they were like good members of the community, and she'd have them on their show, and like, look what this person's doing to their community, how amazing, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, Ellen. And then I saw she had this Halloween decoration on her fucking show, and they made that famous. And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? You guys know what I'm talking about? Remember that kid that was yodeling? You know that little yodeling kid that just, you know what? I thought that was a Halloween decoration, dude. I thought I was scrolling through the internet, and someone just went. You know, and they do that, and then the kids started fucking yodeling. That's what I thought, bro. Man, I love Halloween. I love Halloween with such a passion. It's my favorite time of the year to fuck with people. Okay, it's the best. I would go up to cops. I'd be like, nice stoom, dude. It's like 6 costume, man. I love it. Looking so authentic. It's amazing. I'd go into like the Spirit Halloween stores when they open, and I'd just like try on the masks and then scare people in the fucking store. So I'd try on the most like fucked up masks, and then I just like look for people that are shopping and just like scare them, just like boom, jump scare. And while I was doing this for a while, first of all I was doing it for the Vine. I put them all on back in the day. Remember that? That was a big portion of it, but they said I ain't gonna do it, but I did it. So fuck it. Yeah, and so yeah, but this one time, this store employee comes around. He's like, "Hey, dude, are you fucking scaring the people in the store?" And I was like, yeah, and like, what's the deal? He's like, "I have this coworker. She scares so easily. You gotta come, man. You gotta come." I was like, bet. Let's do it. I get the most demented fucking mask, like tongue out, eyeballs everywhere, like fuck. And then he takes me around the store, and I'm like, where the fuck are we going? We end up in the Disney section. This girl's folding dresses, like, she's just, like the sweetest, she's like this small, like it's just so sweet. And I come up, and I'm just like, rah! And she turns, screams, drops to the ground, fetal position, crying. Like, crying. Okay? Me and the dude high five, I get the fuck out of it. Yeah, I'm an asshole, we get it, whatever. But hey, you are what you eat, right? Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah, no, I'm not the kid my parents raised, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, man. I love my parents, dude. My dad's a fucking gangster. And it blows my mind. Like, I keep having to like remind myself he's a fucking gangster. Because this dude's adorable. He's like 5'5", but no, this guy doesn't bend for anybody. This guy's 5'5", but he has 3-foot shoe horns. He puts his shoes on like this. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Bro, but why I say he's such a gangster is how he fucking met my mom. And like, their meet story blew my fucking mind. I'm like, Dad, what happened? And he's like, okay, so my dad, this is the I'm the, fuck, what's the word?
Black sheep?
Sure. But I'm the product of his second marriage. So my dad goes back to Lebanon after getting divorced, cheating whore, that whole thing. And so he's in Lebanon and he goes to like this sheikh, it's like this old religious like wise man of the village. He's like, hey man, I just got divorced, you know, like, do you know any single women that are in like this village or the next village or whatever? Like, I really just want to get back out there and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you know what? There is this woman. She lives in the village across. Her dad just died. The funeral's on this day. Why don't you go say hi? Bro, my dad walks into the funeral like, which one of these are holding the most lube? I mean, crying the most. What's the deal with that? I was like, shit, dude. Fucking gang. Yeah, like if you ever want to know what like Will Ferrell's kids and Wedding Crashers look like, this is it right here. You know, the only difference is now like I have this like tick where I'll just go, "Mom, meatloaf." I'll just fucking yell that out randomly. You know, fuck. I love meat. I can't give that up. Say, what was that? Did you say I eat meat?
I like meat.
You like meat? Okay.
I like meat.
Good-ish. So what I realized is like I can never be vegan, but I dig them because I found out that vegans suck the best dick. They suck the best fucking dick, dude. I had my dick sucked by a vegan in the summer, like last summer for the first time, and my mind was blown. It wasn't like the absolute best, but it was nowhere near the worst. It just blew my fucking mind. So I call up my cousin. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Vegans, man. Like, who knew? And he's like, bro, come on. They're meat deprived. Like, what do you expect? Boom, 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 boom. My mind is fucking blown, okay? I went out, I bought myself an e-bike, okay? I started looking up all the different ways to make cauliflower, okay? I got myself hemp condoms. Like, bro, I went crazy. I went crazy. I love it. It really fucking blew my mind, yo.
Okay, you're good. You're right.
Thank you. Who's on drugs tonight?
No one.
No one's on drugs tonight? You want to do some drugs? Bro. Alright, fine. I'll skip that. I'll save that for yourself. No, fuck you, I'm doing it. Listen. I know. So, you guys remember like the drug classes in like junior high and shit? When they brought like teachers to say their personal experience and stuff, like they tried. Okay, well, my school teachers would say their personal experience. It was fucking stupid. Sorry. They tried to like, yeah, bro. They tried to fucking like make it like, hey, don't do this, but it really turned into a fucking commercial. Okay? Yeah, don't do drugs, but it turned into a commercial. They brought like this old guy coming up, and he was like the librarian, and he was like, man, first time I did acid was at this party in the 70s. Oh my god, man, the colors, wow. I would dance, my hand would move like this, and I would see my hand like that. Oh my god, wow. Oh, but it could kill you, so don't do it. Don't do it. It could kill you. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then my gym teacher fucking comes up, and he's like, man, first time I did cocaine, man, it was the baseball championship in my college. That's what it was. Yeah. And I did 3 lines, just 3 quick lines, and highest batting average of my career. It was amazing. I was a champion. But I could have died, so don't do it. Don't do it. And then the drama teacher comes up to say how she did meth, and then no, I'm kidding. There's no coming back from that. God damn. But isn't it crazy how there's so many drugs out there, and the one addiction ruining my life is sex? You know, like, people, we need to open up these sex clubs again. Like, it gets there. But no, we need to open up these sex clubs again. Let me tell you, because I miss that shit. I used to go to the sex club, like, out west, and they were open at one time during the whole thing, at like 50% capacity or whatever, because they sell booze, so apparently they're like right with the restaurants. You know what I'm saying? But when I came back, there was, they inquired, well, I'll tell you about it later. Yeah, so they fucking, okay, so, but they made us wear masks in the locker room, which made no fucking sense, because there's no door. There's no door from the locker room to like the sex area. Okay, so I'm over here. Yeah, please. I'm over here. I'm like taking off my jacket. I have to wear a mask. I'm over here eating this dude's wife's ass. Okay, I'm over here. I'm getting my goodie bag. I need to wear a mask. All right. I'm over here. 5v5 orgy. Fuck. Where the fuck does this make any sort of sense? You know what I mean? It doesn't. And flirting has been getting a little difficult.
Glory hole.
Glory hole. No, flirting's getting difficult. The places where you flirt are fucking disappearing. You know. My favorite place, guys, real quick, Chipotle. You pick up a girl at Chipotle, yo, because girls who eat at Chipotle have no respect for their asshole, and anal's definitely on the table. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's my time. Thank you guys so much.